What the fuck is up, y'all? Your boy Mike Sears, Speaky Clout podcast representative. Today, I will be reviewing the motherfucking companion to the Insane Clown Posse's first Joker's card, Beverly Kills 50187. Now, y'all know I announced last week I'll be reviewing every single Joker's card, first and second deck, in the Dark Carnival Mythology, ICP's Dark Carnival Mythology to be exact. And I announced that it will be weekly or bi-weekly. I'll be knocking y'all niggas upside the head with this freshness. Now, I know some people been enjoying this. Shout out to my colleague, Mobility 1. He loved the Carnival of Carnage episode, and that made my day, because I put in work for this shit. Yes, I know these motherfucking albums and EPs like the back of my hand, but I like to write notes. Why? I haven't heard them in a while, to be honest. You know what I mean? And when I bump ICP, I usually bump like my favorite songs, you know, or sometimes I bump the whole card or EP, but I really wanted to give info, break shit down lovely like we do all the other episodes on Speaking Clout. So I really take my time with this shit, and for Steven to give me that love and respect and how he enjoyed the episode, that means a lot, good brother. So yeah, man, as I said, today reviewing the EP Beverly Kills 50187. This is the companion to Carnival of Carnage, the first Sideshow EP in the Dark Carnival Mythology. And as I told y'all before on the first episode, the Carnival of Carnage review, ICP initially consisted of 3 members: Violent J, Shaggy 2 Dope, and John Kick Jazz. John Kick Jazz, the older brother of Shaggy 2 Dope, he left, I believe, before Carnival of Carnage was even released. You know what I mean? Or like shortly after the release. Reason being, his girlfriend kept bitching at him. He was pussy whipped. And I think that's the way Violent J said it. R.I.P. John Kick Jazz. But he didn't like the face paint and shit like that. And he left the group. And who replaced him? This cat by the name of Greasy. And Greasy was a cat that didn't last too long, man. He's on one song on here. Only one song on the whole fucking album or EP. And there's pictures of Greasy with them. You know what I mean? If I had the magic to pop it up right now to show y'all, I would do that, but I don't know how to do that shit. So, yeah, man, Greasy. Let's tell a story about Greasy before we get into the album. If you read Behind the Paint, I'm sure a lot of you juggalos did, of course, like me. There was a time, I think it was around the Carnival of Carnage era, because I think he did some Carnival of Carnage shows with them, or around the Beverly Kills EP era, where I think he's trying to break up a fight, and these Jamaican niggas done started whooping on him, you know what I mean? And Jay helped him, and when Jay was trying to help Greasy, the Jamaican niggas poked him up. They stabbed Jay. And Jay tells a story about how he shit his pants and all that shit. And didn't find out he was stabbed until he was running. He felt his stomach and shit. Like, a lot of rappers wouldn't admit that shit. So shout out to Violent J for that. You know what I mean? Great book, Behind the Paint. It's up there with My Infamous Life by Prodigy of Mobb Deep. You know, the late great Prodigy. Love both of those books. Probably my favorite autobiographies ever. Love that shit. So yeah, to let y'all know what the title means, Beverly Kills 50187. For the 80s babies and the motherfuckers raised in the 90s like me, I was born in 85, but I'm a 90s kid at heart. Beverly Kills is a take on the popular early 90s TV show Beverly Hills 90210. Now, I barely remember the show. It's very vague. But I do remember it. You know what I mean? Like, I do remember the characters' names. Don't remember the actresses in actors' names. But I do remember the characters because my cousin Holly, she used to watch the show, and the show either came on before or after The Simpsons. I'm pretty sure. I'm assuming before or after. I'm trying to think. No, I'm assuming before because I used to sit there and wait for that shit to come on. You know what I mean? I would sit there and wait for that shit to come on, man. The Simpsons. I would wait for that to come on, and she'd be watching that shit, and I'll be getting pissed. You know what I mean? So, and I remember the characters on there and all that shit. It was very popular in the early '90s. But we'll get into how they. It's funny, man, how they fucking throw the characters in the song and all that. So, the first track, Beverly Kills, 50187, man. The track starts off with their take on the scene from The Warriors. The classic movie The Warriors, anyone knows it. It's a 1979 cult classic. The character, I think his name is Luther or whatever, he is sitting in a car and he's clapping bottles together going, Warriors come out to play, yay. Everyone knows that line, right? And instead of that, on this track, it's Jugglers come out to play, yay. I think it's Violent J, I'm assuming, or Shaggy. It sounds weird, because usually you can tell when it's them doing different voices, you know. But it sounds evil as fuck, and I love it, you know. This is a track that is split up into two parts, two different beats. I love how Violent J delivers on the first part of the song. I love that shit. Come see the one to the show of your life. Come see me breathe fire and swallow a knife, right? I ain't swallowing nothing, Jack. But I can juggle low like you never thought you'd ever know. I love that shit. Like, that's the first time Juggalo is said on record. You know what I mean? And everyone knows that, you know, the diehard fans of Insane Clown Posse, Psychopathic Records, now Magic Ninja Entertainment, you know, it's called Juggalos. You know what I mean? So, there you have it. Then the track goes into the second part. Man, I love this shit. Where Shaggy goes to high school, and it happens to be the same high school as Beverly Hills 90210. Toodle and Jay end up killing the characters from the popular early 90s TV show. I love this shit, man. That Dylan, I'm trying to find Dylan. Shaggy killed that. The way he said it, you know, simple, but the way he said it, I loved it. They talk about killing the characters Brenda, the character Brenda, by drowning her in a fish tank. They also talk about killing the characters Brandon and Kelly. When they're trying to find Brandon, oh my god, it's so fucking funny, man. There's a little skit where they just say, we're trying to find Brandon or some shit, and he's like jacking off in the bathroom, thinking of Dylan. He's, oh, Dylan, oh, some shit like that. It is fucking hilarious, yo. Shit, it had me in tears the first time I heard that shit. And it still had me laughing right now, man. Love that shit. I also love the part where Jay's like, oh no, principal, know what I'm about, because one of Dylan's sideburns was sticking out. Because they killed him and threw him in the lockers. So that, I mean, like, the character Dylan has sideburns, so it's sticking out of the locker. Like, that shit is so fucking wicked. Love that shit, yo. Great song. You know, Beverly Hills 90210 was all about that Richie bitch boy shit. I'm better than you. I got a better car than you. I'm fucking the hottest bitches. You know what I mean? I'm way better. I'm more privileged. You know what I mean? That fucking white collar. I want to say white collar, but you know what I mean? Just really fucking that stuck up fuckboy shit. You know what I mean? And they hated that. They were scrubs, you know? So they killed all the motherfuckers on that track. Love it, man. Next is 17 Dead. Man, amazing beat, man. The production is done by Esham and Violent J on here. Violent J has gone on record saying that Mikey Clark is very hard to get a hold of at this time. So Esham produced the track and helped him produce it as well. Kind of took Jay under his wing and teach him how to produce. The The chorus is amazing. Love that shit. That 17 dead in my barrio. Around this time, ICP used a lot of Mexican slang. You know what I mean? Some SA shit. I'm guessing because around that time they chilled in Mexican Town, which was popular with a lot of Mexicans, and because one of their best friends is Mexican. You know what I mean? Rude Boy, Rudy. So yeah, they used that shit in there, like Hey Vato, you know, which was on the Forgotten Freshness, volumes 1 and 2. But that was recorded around I want to say Ringmaster Riddlebox era. Hey Vato, great fucking song too, man. Really fucking dope song, man. I love the part when Jay's like, what does he say? I guess I'm seeing things. No, is your mother a soggy hoe? I like to drink Fago out in front of Scotties, but then one of my homeboys turned into dead bodies. Love that shit. And there's a little part where Isham, man, it sounds so fucking cool. Isham has a little part in here, man. I love it. He's like, yo, wait a minute, wait, get your head on straight. Love that shit, the way he says that, man. So fucking cool. The number 17 would become synonymous in the Juggalo world. It all started because on release day of Carnival of Carnage, it only sold 17 copies, man. That's where it all started, man. Love that shit. The album, or the EP, is fucking chock full of dope shit, but this is my second favorite song. You know what I mean? My second favorite song, probably. Because there's one on here that's my ultimate favorite, but love it. At the end of the track, Jay and Shaggy does some old school freestyle shit, like some cypher shit. So fucking dope. Reminds me of some Beastie Boys shit. Love it, man. So fucking dope. Then we get into an amazing song, man. One of my favorite ICP songs of all time, The Stalker. This was inspired by Violent J's girlfriend at the time, Lori. She had an ex-boyfriend that was stalking her at the time, man. And we're getting to some real life shit that they actually picked up, you know, from her experience of dealing with this fucking dude, you know. And I love the chorus. I think that this hoe likes me. She tells you to fuck off with such class. I love that shit. Jay raps about stalking a chick from everywhere to a supermarket. You know, there's a line where it's oh hi, hey, that peanut butter sucks. You wouldn't like Jiffy, it ain't got no nuts. I love that shit, man. And she runs away and he talks about staring at her fat ass and shit. Funny as hell, man. Like, stalking ain't funny, but the way Violent J delivers it, you know what I mean? Down to calling her like he keeps calling her constantly, to fucking peeping in her window and jacking off in her backyard. Just straight up stalkerish crazy shit. Then he eventually breaks into her house and gets shot by her father, man. Love the storytelling of this track. So fucking dope. At the end of the track is actually real audio of the voicemail that Violent J's ex-girlfriend, his girlfriend at the time, I should say, Laurie, her ex-boyfriend actually left her mad voicemails, man, and it's really fucking creepy. Really creepy shit. You know. Now we get into In the High. The track starts off almost sounds like spoken word from Jay and Shags. Just talking about being from Detroit and some other random shit, you know, but it does sound dope. Like, Shaggy's like, sometimes I get hungry, man, but it ain't nothing in the box but a brick sandwich. And I start hurting that motherfucker. And I chew it till my jaw breaks, but it doesn't fade me. Something like that. It's fucking dope. Cause no, it doesn't fade me because I'm a hoodlum. And I don't exist to you fucks. I love that shit. It's just some like real, like it sounds like some spoken word shit, like I said before, but on a juggalo tip. You know what I mean? Love that shit. Then it cuts into Jay, Shaggy, and Greasy spitting that dope shit, man. Love this track. Shaggy's like, get off me, dog. I'm shit-faced. I mean, I ain't got shit on my face, but you know. Love that shit. Then love Shaggy screaming too. That in the high, Greasy's in the motherfucking high. Like that shit is so ill, man. And Greasy, his only feature ever on an Insane Clown Posse track. Dude has a real dope voice, man. He would leave ICP shortly after this, though, man. After the EP. Very dope track. Oh my god. I know I said 17 Dead is my second favorite song. And it is, but the next motherfucking track. Oh my god. This shit is incredible, man. Chop Chop. Amazing track. Dope ass beat by Esham. Man. Violent J has a dope verse on here too, man. Love how Jay and Esham go back and forth on here as well. I love when Esham says, "See, I got the symptoms of insanity. I'm down with Jay from the ICP." Love that shit. Love the sample from Ice Cube's Horny Little Devil. You know, that swing, 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 and chop, chop, chop off the classic, super classic Death Certificate album. Man, I love that shit. Then, my favorite track on the album, man. Joke Your Mind. I love Joke Your Mind. An absolute classic. My favorite track on the EP. That I can breathe the magic mist and exhale your every wish. Juggler jumps from cloud to cloud. Ring them bells, ring them loud. That's a great chorus, dude. I love that motherfucking chorus, man. It's about a homeless man that dreams about everything being perfect when everything isn't. You know what I mean? It's about joking your mind to pretend everything is good so that good things will eventually happen to you. You know what I mean? Absolutely amazing song. During the end, Shaggy wakes up the homeless man and shoots him. The end of the song, it just plays the instrumental from the ending of the song, The Stalker. This is an incredible EP, man. Spoiler alert, my favorite EP is Tunnel of Love. I will say that right now. And I don't mind saying that because I already mentioned it, you know. Well, I didn't mention that. I think I mentioned being my favorite on the Carnival of Carnage. If not, I mentioned I heard that first along with The Great Malenko, and that's just a phenomenal EP. But what was I gonna say? My bad. Sorry, I'm reading the message, just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, y'all. And no, I'm not recording this shit over. Fuck it, I put in a lot of work to this. But the Beverly Kills 50187 is my favorite. You know what I mean? And my second favorite, Tongue of Love, is my favorite. You know. So yeah, man. Insane Clown Posse, Beverly Kills 50187, classic motherfucking EP. The first Sideshow EP at that. Love this shit, man. Mikey Clark did the production on this EP, along with Esham as well. My favorite beats on here though are from Esham, like, you know, Chop Chop and 17 Dead. Like they're just so fucking wicked, like that acid rap wicked shit, and they sound so good on their beats. Around this time and around the time of Carnival of Carnage, I would have loved for a whole album or EP produced by Esham. That would have been crazy because Esham was in his motherfucking bag around this time. All the amazing shit that Esham was putting out, you know what I mean, from Booming Words and fucking Dead Flowers and, well, not Dead Flowers, my bad. Booming Words and you know, Kill the Fetus, Judgment Day, Closed Casket. Like around that 90 or 89 to like 94 time frame, Esham was just pushing them out. You know, Nodis, all that shit, and all those productions that he did was fire on all those albums and EPs that he did. And ICP would sound so great on those instrumentals, you know what I mean? So this is the companion of Carnival of Carnage, Beverly Kills 50187. And expect next week we're going to 1994, the second Joker's card. in the Dark Carnival mythology, the almighty second Joker's card, Ringmaster. See y'all motherfuckers there. Peace to my juggalos. Peace to the Speaker Clout podcast. And peace to all my other viewers. Appreciate y'all. Insane Clown Posse, Beverly Kills 50187, released in 1993. See y'all on the flip side. Peace.